Good morning. Here you are. I've been waiting for you. I am Tessa-Marie, and how are you feeling this morning? Welcome to the Morning Blessings. It is an amazing morning. Good morning, Stace. Welcome back. We missed you for the beginning of 2025, but it is a pleasure to have you back. So, it is a very cold morning, minus 15 Celsius over here. I know Ceci had no power for days. Good morning, Nancy. How are you feeling this morning? What's the weather like in Wisconsin? Our weather is minus 15 Celsius this morning. And it's cold. It's always cold, but I love the cold weather, but it's really cold. Thank you, Stace, for that. So, ladies, how are you feeling this morning? It's still the early week of 2025. Good morning, Colleen. And we are still just getting over. Aren't you happy that you had made up your dream goals and desires before 2025 came along? Thank you, Stacey. Welcome back. I'm so glad you have heat and light, and you're getting the weather like Toronto. I don't know much about Indiana, but it seems like that. So, aren't you happy that you are one of the few people who had set your goals earlier in 2024 for 2025? I was speaking to some people and they were struggling, and I'm quoting the word, struggling to do their goals for 2025. And I'm thinking, well, it's kind of the 6, it's kind of the 7. Don't you think the train has left the minute 7 minutes? So I'm stationed 7 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago. I know you're now trying to get on the train, or you missed the train. It was 7 days ago. So good morning, sister. How are you feeling today? I missed your call last night. So let's get the show on the word. It's the morning blessings. It's 8 o'clock. Let's do this. I have a little bit of jasmine tea today. You know, the morning blessing is where you should grab your tea, put your legs up. If you're cold, throw your throw on. If you're like my sister, go find a tree in the garden and sit under the tree and let the breeze let you know how you're feeling. If it's raining, sit inside and enjoy the rain, hearing it on the tin roofs. And today is a special day because it is the 8th day of the Hello Loretta. Guys, we won't be seeing Loretta for four months, January, February, March, April. She'll be back in North America in April. She's leaving to go to Dominica to be with Dawn, I guess. They'll be down there for 4 months, herself and my cousin. And so we won't see her for a while. So have a safe flight tonight. Get there safely and get home and enjoy it. It's a beautiful day in Dominica. I'm sure it is. It's always beautiful, whether it's raining or storming or whatever it's doing. So anyway, I digressed sufficiently. Let us do this. Look at your heading. Did you look at the heading for today? What your topic was going to be? For our lives. Who are we allowing to control or to manage our life for 2025? We have a word though for 2025, and it's fulfillment. Nobody can fulfill for you. Nobody. Fulfillment to achieve one's hopes or desires. Who can do that for you? Who spoke for you? Who is the person who's told you what to do? The person spoke for you and you agree and you jump in line. And sometimes we have to resist these people that are speaking for us, telling us what we should do, where we should go, and why we should do it. Because when we let it happen, we have given them the key and we're fulfilling their life. Not ours. 2025 is your life. It's your time. It's our time to fulfill our dream goals and desires. So, if somebody says something to you and you follow it to the T and you do it, what are you doing? You are allowing that person to choose, to choose this thing for you, to choose how you should be, who you should be, what you should do. So, this is the thing you have to make sure you understand. If we allow a person to choose it for us, do we allow our mind to go wherever it is? So before we hear the rumblings of people who want to tell us how to live a fulfilled life, what we should do. Oh, I did this and you should do it too. I did this and I think it's perfect for you. If you have to allow that to happen to you, then you're not being you. And it's the same thing happens if you allow your mind to tell you what to do without taking it and digesting it and saying, let me take this apart. Let's open that. Let's see if it's okay. Sometimes our mind will tell us it's okay to be rude to that person because they were rude to you. So is that going to work? Although the person is not standing here, but you have an opportunity to put them down, you're going to put them down because they put you down. What is that? You're allowing them to fulfill your dream, goals, and desires for you. Theirs, not yours. That time you're wasting to go find them or think and plan and get them and do that to them, you're living it. You're not living your life. Although you don't want to. Hi, Roslyn. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Blessings. Although you don't mean to, you have just allowed them to control you. And it started with your mind. Oh, they said something nasty about you 10 years ago. Well, you know, when I see them, I'm going to have them, let them have it. You are like the customer that showed up at the bank ready for a war first thing in the morning. They don't even know why they're angry. But they're coming. And if we're 1 minute late for opening that bank, they are going to let us have it. And in no uncertain terms. And sometimes we have no control. Sometimes we have no electricity. Sometimes the vault has 2 minutes longer than it was. Somebody's finger went 1 minute past 8 instead of 8. But they woke up this morning and I'm going to let them have it. And they come into the bank. There were people we had to prepare for at the end of the month. I really mean that. We had customers at the end of January, May, July, August, October, December. The months with 31 days in it. They would show up at the bank because they had a GIC, a guaranteed income certificate, or a term deposit for 30 days. But we had the money for 1 day. And it matured on the 31st day of those months. They came in with a piece of paper like they're showing us the 25 cents that we needed to give them. And they came to fight. So in the beginning of them doing that, and we getting to understand that, we allow them to control our mood for hours and hours of that day. But then we got smart. You know how we got smart? We had to start to think. How can we avoid this? We observed their behavior. We listened to them. And now we have to figure it out. So we have observation. We have listening, hearing them, the anger, the emotion. Emotional prosperity was way down in the gutter, man. We couldn't pull them up, not even if we tried. And the words were harsh, 25 cents. And we allowed them for a long time to control that day, that 31st day of that month. Until, good morning, Arita, how are you feeling this morning? Until one day, at a meeting, we decided, why don't we prepare for them? Why don't we get ready for them? We know they're going to come. It wasn't really many, maybe 10 of them in a day. Maybe 10 who caught it in a day. And it's not that we were going to keep the 25 cents. It was just how it worked. But it prorated over the year. They didn't figure that out. So when they came and they were yelling for 25 cents, we allowed them to control our morning. And sometimes into the afternoon. It depends when they showed up. Very early or they left very late. So we figured out, why don't we take $20 from cash and put it into quarters and give it to the receptionist. And when they come to see an officer who has no time to see them, The receptionist finds out what it is they want. Just, oh, here, Mr. Smith, here's your 25 cents. And here, Mr. Shapiro, here's your 25 cents. I remember their names. And we gave it to them. And that was fine. We control it. We didn't let the anger from home this morning, while they were drinking their cup of coffee, they were doing the math. It is a simple math, but they didn't have it, so they were calculating day and day and day for 31 days. Control. So we let their mind control them, and then they came and we allowed them to control us for a time until we listened and we observed their behavior and we looked at their emotions. They were ready to get angry for 25 cents. And then we learned from watching and observing and listening to them how to deal with them. So, who is the spokesperson in your life? Your mind can be that, as I said earlier. Your mind will say, hey, they messed you up. It's your turn to mess them up. But you cannot allow that to happen. You have to listen and observe. And like my mother said, consider where it's coming from and act accordingly. So, if we allow our mind to take over, to be the spokesperson of our life, to tell us what it thinks about our ideas. No, this one is personal. We let our mind this year, 2025, the year of fulfillment, to tell us, no, you cannot fulfill this. This is big. This is unattainable. Oh, what are you kidding? You're retired. You have too much gray hair. You are this, you're that. You're short, you're fat, you're old, you have a pain. Your fingers are hurting, you have arthritis. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Blessing Trinity New Covenant Ministry Joint. Hello, how are you? So we allow our mind to tell us we're not good enough, but did we hear it from somebody who said old people should sit down and take their Bible and their rosary and lie in bed and everything gets cranky when you do not use it? If you don't start your car in the winter, it won't start in the spring. If you keep that body lying in bed because somebody tells you, oh, no, you retire, lie there, listen to me, that thing is going to rot. The bones will creak. Have you noticed, if you sit for half an hour, I don't care how old you are, and you're looking at television, when you go to get up, it's a little bit stiff, isn't it? That's why when you wake up in the morning, even if you're 5 years old, you'll have your eyes closed and you're, right? And when you're 95, it's the same thing. So what I am saying, when somebody tells you what they think about your ideas, do not engage them. Do not even respond. You know, if you have to respond, are you okay? And they'll say, of course I'm okay. I'm just telling you what to do. And they're bold, you know. They have attitude. And they believe that they are the spokesperson of the world. And you happen to be in the world, so they're going to tell you what to do. But 2025 is the year of fulfillment of your dreams, your goals, and your desires, according to you. Like I said, it's your version of the vision you have of your life, not your sisters who tells you, oh, I am doing this, you should do that. Not your brother, not your father, not your friend, not your children. Oh, they're really good at that. Suddenly you're not your mom, you can't. No, you just don't know. Yes, I do. You see, you're standing here today because I had to take you when you showed up with no instructions and I brought you to where you are. So yes, I've got this. And that is something we have to understand. Let us shake up the shackles of those people that are holding you back by telling you at your age, oh, you shouldn't be doing that at your age. Why are you wearing makeup every day? Tessa-Marie, because I love it. And they cannot take it. Why do you always dress up? Because I have the clothes there. I'm going to wear them. I wanted them. I prayed for them. I designed them. I made them. I enjoyed them. The gifts were given. I am taking it. I'm using it. but they want to know why. The only person that should know why you're doing what you're doing is you. Your why for doing it is a personal thing. No matter how small you break it, to tell them why and you're doing it, they'll never get it. It's not their version of the vision they have for you. And you need to tell them that. Like the people in the bank that came for 25 cents, we got prepared for them. Are you prepared for the naysayers of 2025? Are you prepared? Because the minute you start to spread your wings and shake your feathers and stand up, chest out, head high, determination in your face, and you decide to do what it is you do to do, hey, you're going to shake them up. Feathers are going to be ruffled. They're going to look at you and say, who do you think you are? All you want to do is this. Why are you doing that? You know that already. We talked about that. Let's leave them alone. Let's drop that. Good morning, Yuko. How are you feeling this morning? Welcome. You're earlier today. Buddy didn't need to go to the washroom today. It might tell us, our mind might tell us that our ideas are not good enough and they're not worthwhile ideas. And there are people that will tell it to us. So we heard it already. It was on the news. Somebody took the time to dial your number and say, hey, you know, I saw something about what you're going to do. It's not worthwhile. There's 10,000 people that tried it. And now you have swallowed that capsule. You have it in you. And you're making an effort to take action. And you go, I don't think it's really worthwhile. If my friend was saying, you know, to nobody. What your mind heard is now taking action over, and you're lost. And you know what that does to you? When we do that, when we believe what we have to say, do, think is not worthwhile because we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we don't have 102 degrees. Do you know you get credits for experience when you go to university nowadays? It's quite a while now, but you do. Why do you think they do that? They realize that common sense beats education in many cases. That's an old saying. And they suddenly figured it out at the high level of education. It might affect you because that person's behavior is heavy. Oh, thank you. I don't know. It's the same thing. Some days are better than others. That's all I can say. We will let them mess with the inspiration that the universe is providing for us. We will let them mess with God's promises in His scriptures. When we do that, we are allowing them to mess with the tinkling inspiration. Drink another cup of water. Do this. Take a nice long shower because you want to. Take your time to cream every little part of your body you can find. You have the cream, hey, use it. Hey, you keep it there, it's going to go bad, you know. So that is what the inspiration is there. And if we let them control, think about that. Picture this in your mind. You're going down the steps, your stairs at your home, or you're walking on the street. And you're just thinking of all the things that your friend said to you about you that they do not like and they want to fix, or your husband, your children, you know, everybody wants to fix you. You like an old car. And they're fixing you. And you're not thinking and you're walking. And you're so much into what they said because you're allowing them to be a spokesperson for your life. But now you're allowing them to affect your life physically. You cross the street at the wrong time. Or you didn't see the barricade. Or you didn't realize you should hold on to the rails going up the stairs. Nobody tells that to you, but listen to me. You hold on to the rails to go up, and to go down the stairs. You hold on to the rails to go down the stairs, and you propel yourself up. Going down requires more attention. But when you're going up, you need to pump yourself up the stairs. You're not supposed to do this. Guess what you're doing? You're straining your shoulders, straining your back. But you go down and you hold. Then you go up. I can do this. That's up. That's climbing the ladder of success. That is choosing to be your own spokesperson. I'm in control. Because if you do not do that, you will miss the inspiration to do something good about your life. You have to remember that. Inspiration does not come always with a big, long string. And when you are inspired, it's because you have been seeking. And when you become a seeker, looking for better, for knowledge, for understanding, for wisdom. Good morning, Jean. How are you feeling this morning? You are going to get those inspirations. Inspirations come in the moment. It's no point you believe that you are so good with that mind that is half-turned, that gallops and goes wherever it is, that you get a fabulous inspiration. Oh yeah, as soon as I'm finished cooking dinner, I'll write it down. You better turn off the stove, wash your hands as quickly or wipe it on your apron or your dress, I don't care, and write that thing down. Because I guarantee you, if your mind, you get an inspiration coming through that busy mind of ours, and you do not take it, you know what will happen? You will forget it. You're going to forget it. That is what will happen. Because if you do not take action on this inspiration and believe you are so good with that busy mind, you're in control of that thing, you will lose your inspiration and you will lose the opportunity and you will not open one of your boxes. It might take you another lifetime to find that box again. So we will miss the inspiration that the universe God is providing. Then the river slows down. The minute you do not act on something, remember I said you don't use the car in the winter, it's hard to start in the spring. You sit long to watch television, it's harder to get up. You don't drink enough water, you feel dry and nothing works. Then the river slows. The river of creativity slows to a stop. You get an action, you get an idea, you write it down, and you take action. Why do you think those that believe in dreams tell you you should have a dream book next to your bed? As soon as you have a dream, you get up in the morning or in the middle of the night and you start writing what you dreamt because you will forget it. And there's a part in the Bible where he opens your mind, your ear, and he whispers your message into your ear. Something like that. I'm not sure of where it is in scripture, but it's in there. And if you are not listening, you see, you cannot get the instructions you need to live that fulfilled life you crave. And we had to be listening to these frustrated 25 cents clients at the bank for us to observe that, hey, they come in like that purposely every 31st. So therefore, we have to be prepared for them. And that is the same thing. Inspiration comes all the time. And we do not capture them because we are not ready for them. We are not expecting them because they told us we are not good enough. We are not this important human being that is so smart and gets all this inspiration. So when we get a thought, an inspired thought, we block it and our river slows. The river slows. The river of creativity slows to a stop. That is when we become the beaver in our own river. That is when we block our flow. Because we have taken all of what those people said, those people's action, and man, you say, I haven't got that many friends, but oh God, we have so many advisors. Everybody is an advisor of how each and every one should live our life. Oh, Mom, you don't need this. You should get that. Mom, why do you need this? Get that one. It's cheaper. Do this. Good morning, Georgie. How is Florida today? Welcome. So we have to realize that we have all these spokespersons that have planted seeds in our minds since we were little. And then those seeds are growing. And then as they're growing, we are finding as adults, because the world is enlightening. It has been enlightening since I read this lesson, Prophecies, all these years ago. I realized there was enlightenment. And some of us were able to catch that time and begin to see it and aspire into it. And we realize that when you're being enlightened, exactly what the word says is happening. Your light begin to shine. You have a don't care attitude. You believe, you know, and trust you're good enough. You have the universe at your side and God is on your back, or God is on your side and the universe is at your back, whichever way you see it. You know each step you take and every breath that you have is because you are inspired to be alive today, every day, and do your best. So when we allow people we do not know to be the spokespersons in our life and to control our life, we are giving up our power and we're not listening to the inspiration and taking action to make sure that we live a fulfilled life. But our word for 2025 on the morning blessing is fulfillment. It's still early. Today's only the 8th. What is in your life right now that you want to be fulfilled? What is it? Fulfillment. To achieve one's hope. So how to live your life in 2025? Write those down for your own self. How to live a fulfilled life in 2025. Kicking the naysayers to the curb. Shaking them off. Walking away. Shoulders back, chest out. Looking at them. And that's all. Do not make assumptions or form opinions about them. What do you need in 2025 to live a fulfilled life? You choose. You must engage yourself in that process. You have to find the process. You need a plan. A plan of the steps you are going to take from today. It's already day 8. You can only take steps from today. You cannot sit back and waste time on the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. They're gone. They're history. No matter what you do today cannot affect them, those 7 days. But what you do today can affect your life in the future. It's in the present moment that we create. The choices and decisions we make today determines the life we live tomorrow. The choices and decisions we make today determines the life we live tomorrow. You need a plan of steps you are going to take. What are you going to do next? To make sure, are you going to sit after the morning blessings? Are you going to sit somewhere with a nice cup of tea or warm water or cold water, whatever, wherever you are, and just put your timer on for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and do not pick up your phone, your devices, and let your mind calm down and see, am I doing what I need to do to live a fulfilled life? A life where you live where you want to be. You drive the car of your choice. You're free of debt. Your health is optimal. Your emotion is soaring. Amazing. Physically, you're capable. Mentally, you are what they call it, sharp as a tack. Spiritually, you know you're good enough. And financially, you are free to use your money to do what you want to do for you. Can you plan something that will affect this today? You have to be committed to the plan. You must though. If you're not committed, it won't happen. Your commitment includes taking small incremental actions daily. That break. You find that by 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you're too tired, you can't move, 3, 4, you have this dull headache. How much water have you drank today? How many times you stopped for 5 minutes and observe and listen so you could make changes, like we had to make changes at the bank to get those 25 cents into their hand as quickly as possible and get them out of our hair, literally out of our hair. Traits required for you to do this. There are traits, we have to use to do this. Determination is one. I am determined. Focus. I'm focused. Not I'm going to be focused. I'm going to be determined. I am determined. I am focused. I am persistent. I'm going to stick to it. I'm sticking to it until I get it done, until it breaks, it bends. I am consistent. I am consistently pushing on it. I'm doing it every day. I respect and value the time. I am not late. I'm on time. I do not let others' tardiness ruin my day. I ask, why are you always late? To my friend. We are retired. We can take our time. I said, I understand. But I have another appointment. I have to be somewhere else. Why don't you rest? That's the question of respect and value of my time. You value mine, I value yours. And then, of course, stay on point. Stay on point. Hold on to it. Do not let it go. So these, how to live a fulfilled 2025, is not let others control it. Don't let your mind wander into the past and drag you back there. 7 days have left. Today is the only day we have to make sure that 2025 is going to go exactly as we want it. Do not give up. And this message is on point. Thank you, Rosalind. I like when you give me a little bit of encouragement. Thank you, guys. Let me just see who are here this morning. Loretta, Nancy, Stacy, Yuko, Georgie, Jean, Colin, Dawn, Arita, and of course, Rosalind. Thank you, wonderful ladies. It's not a joke, getting yourself ready for 2025. They're saying that it's a special year. I don't understand it yet. So, take a little bit of time to think this thing and do what you can do to make it. And while I am here, let us remember Sunday. Hello, Kimberly. How are you feeling today? You missed a really nice conversation, but I know you will get it again. Sunday is Sunday Self-Care Show. We are back, and we spent time yesterday planning and figuring out. Sorry, I've been quiet. I've been showering, trying to hurry and get ready for work. Just got back from the gym. Oh, that's amazing, Sean. But you see, you were listening. And I know you will apply some of those little tips to make 2025 the year of fulfillment for you. Yes, Sunday is Sunday Self-Care. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys join us. You will be energized. Take a seat, grab your coffee, put your legs up. If it is cold, wrap up in a couch, in a throw like Stacy loves to do on the couch, and sip your mushroom coffee, Stacy's coffee, and enjoy the day. It's about fulfillment, Kimberly, and allowing others to tell us how we can fulfill our own dream from their vision, or what we should do. Oh, I'm going to see the doctor. He said I should take this pill. I think you should take it too. That's what is who is fulfilling. So anyway, so Sunday is a nice day. I said to him, thanks, Jean. So Sunday is our first Sunday Self-Care Show for 2025. We want this year to be a year for us. Central Time, that's right. So we're in Eastern Time. And if you desire to make sure 2025 has bells and whistles for you, step into it. I gave you the commitments for fulfillment. It's up to you. Have an amazing and beautiful day. Is it going in live? Yeah, it's live on Sunday morning on Instagram. Yuko and I do. I don't know who's opening the show, but it's the Sunday self-care show every other Sunday, and we're starting today. So we don't do it every week. We do it every other week. Love you. Love each and every one of you. And those of you who are cold and have no electricity or hot or whatever the world is sending out to us today, embrace it, because that is it. And we cannot change it, but we can try to live the best we can within it. Have a great day. Love you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.